As we prepare for the results of the US election in a few days' time, we need to ask how we got here. On a couple of occasions over the weekend, candidate Donald Trump has told the faithful that he has a very fertile mind. We'd have to agree. His highest and best use is probably as compost. But how did we get here? This article in Times Higher Education by a political scientist at the University of Warwick in Coventry has some important insights. The more rational supporters of Trump, like JD Vance, are really engaged in a kind of class war, exploiting anger against a managerial and intellectual class that is seen as dominant and exploitative. Podcaster Professor Scott Galloway, professor of marketing at the New York University Stern School of Business, describes part of the problem pretty well. To be clear, Galloway doesn't come across as a Trump supporter, but he does speak against the liberal overreach of programs like affirmative action. In his view, the only color that affirmative action programs should favor is green. In other words, you can't end racism or sexism by practicing it. People who come from disadvantaged backgrounds need a hand up because they lack money, in other words, green. Current diversity and inclusion programs in the US and Canada discriminate against 24% of the population who happen to be white men. Maybe that helps explain why there is a huge gender divide in the US, with the Trump campaign benefiting from large numbers of men breaking in their favor. Canadian policymakers should take note.